Bada bing, bada boom. Motherfuckers. Tonight we are talking about a time when wrestling stages looked like they were designed by absolute lunatics fueled by cocaine, Mountain Dew, and unlimited access to pyrotechnics. Raw had giant steel beams, Nitro looked like a post apocalyptic nightclub, SmackDown literally had a giant fist, and Nickelodeon looked like a toxic waste facility for children. And somehow, all of it fucking ruled, you guys. Back then, entertainment wasn't just subtle. The lights were brighter, the pyro was louder, and the stages were bigger. And honestly, half of the entrances looked like OSHA violations. Now, everything's fucking LED screens, minimalistic logos, and every arena looks like an airport terminal. Every logo looks like it was designed by a guy named Brad in a gray office. But tonight we're going back to the era of fucking spectacles. Wrestling entrance didn't risk temporary hearing loss. Were you even fucking over? So first off, joining me, the man who still thinks WCW Nitro was the peak of civilization, the human equivalent to a Ric Flair robe soaked in Jack Daniels. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dirty Dick Rick. And we're already started.
The queen hit you with a bada bang. But Dirty Dick's going to hit you with a little bit of the New York and say, bing bong! The Knicks are going to the finals, baby. Woo! And there's only one thing that could be possibly bigger than that. And that is why we're here. Tuesday is for titties. Tuesdays are for the queen, TERYNN. And with that, my salute, my weekly salute to my queen.
I got a new drink in a form of a 2-liter.
Now bring on that beautiful blue-eyed beast of a man.
Jesus Christ. Because in this house, we don't use cups. We just drink it straight from the bottle. So here's to you, Dirty Dick.
Woo!
Oh, that's dangerous.
The best part about that drink was the rack underneath.
It's right here.
I'm feeling two is good, but 3 is always better. I don't know. I love threesomes. I don't know about you.
Might be. But, might as well just get right into it. Next, the only man that is emotionally attached to the SmackDown fists, okay? A shirtless Cryptide with shaggy hair, red wine, and opinions that nobody asked for. It's the Villanova Casanova, Kid Osborne himself.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus. Not you pulling up with my pick again.
I learned it from you. And you put it so perfectly, TERYNN. I'm like the person that gives answers to questions no one fucking asked. And that's okay, because as long as people are listening, whether they're talking about me behind my back or in front of me, usually they're going to say the same thing anyway. So I pose no threat. I
like being behind you with you bent over.
So anyway, I definitely, I think one of the biggest attractions that got me as a kid into wrestling to the point where now, the only good thing about me is probably my entrance, is because of the entrances that we saw, and grew up seeing, and seeing that pyro certainly fucking just, and essentially that's, that's just how it works. But I'm excited to talk about.
I want the Kid Osborne to be a new thing.
All right, well, fucking, let's get into it, boys. Let's get right into it. Kit, send us off. All right.
Well, what about
send us off, baby?
So right away, let's talk about what is when did it become this thing where simplicity is better? Because in my opinion, I think it's the complete opposite. I think it's cheaper and easier, but why, when the stages used to feel fucking massive, like the Raw is War, the Nitro with the fucking WCW on each side, in that steel, the as you brought up, the SmackDown fist, or even the fucking rings or whatever the fuck, but those stages honestly, they were so captivating that even if you weren't a wrestling fan, you're still like, wow, look at that arena. Look at all those fucking fans. Like was, in a previous episode that you can look back on our YouTube, when we talk about signs and signage of fans, it's fucking wild how all of that added to the stage itself. The same as like, we talk about fucking things that aren't wrestling, like Nickelodeon Studios, as you brought up, like that giant fucking geyser, in the back, or like where the time capsule was. Like those are the things that, that they can captivate, and then it's almost better than the wrestling or better than whatever.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. It was like back then, like, people definitely are ripping cocaine, and that's how they're seeing through their eyes and all that shit.
Nickelodeon Studios.
Yeah, well, everywhere. Everything was legitimately brighter. Like, it was these sets were
little Mark Summers.
Like, cocaine for your eyes. Like, it was just like exciting. I was like, oh my god, yeah. Like, what kind of swath or bullshit is gonna come through and fucking swing down at Backlash? Nope, not now.
Yeah.
Nope. Like, it's just like the elements are not there. It's a fucking TV screen. Like, all these dumbass kids on their iPads. Just screens.
To borrow one of our favorite phrases, it was a different time. And literally, like, at the time, I think entrances were part of the show enough where, especially with this, what we're going to get into with the stage sets, everything else they did, the pyro, it mattered enough to where you wanted to watch it, and it was part of the match. Now all you get is guys walking down a really, really, really long ramp, and that's it. There's nothing. A lot of guys don't have pyro. Cody Rhodes has the whole pyro budget, in 2 minutes, and then there's guys who should. It just doesn't make sense nowadays, and the branding is very plain compared to we're gonna go back to the SmackDown fist a lot, I think, because that one stands out as probably like the best worst one out of all of them. It's most memorable for everybody.
Yeah,
but
like it made
even
no
like you said, at the old Raw stage, you can watch the evolution of the Raw stage throughout the years, and there's good ones and there's bad ones, but a lot of them. And I think I have my own list, and I'm sure you guys do too. But there's ones that stood out immensely over the years, and I wish we'd get back to it. I'm a huge mark for the themed stage. So I say bring them back 100%. With the money they're making now, if you don't want to do pyro, I get that, but at least give me those swinging metal claws like fucking Backlash had, dude. That shit was dope.
To your point, yeah. Like, what I thought was so fucking what I got excited about to watch was, remember when Raw was in New York, and it was the Raw anniversary, 25th, I believe, and like they were the one
at the Hammerstein.
Yeah, the ones at Hammerstein, the other ones at Brook, and where the Nets play. And I'm watching that, and I'm like, I was so excited to see the stage. How, like, how it's the sentimental, not sentimental. I mean, like the memories of it, watching it as a kid, which I remember I was just really watching Raw when it went from the giant Raw letters that Sabu fell off of, to the ones where, the Raw, that Raw is War, and I thought that was just one of the, it's the Raw is War stage, to be honest. Like, I grew up with that one, and I thought that one was kind of plain. But I also think that
was the one with the first big screen.
Yeah, it was just a big screen, but to their credit, this is
the grid style and the
right. But to their credit, that this is them branching out, to a bigger stage, a bigger venues, rather than like a high school, or a high school gym, or staying at the Hammerstein. So,
well, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see now that WWE is bringing the live events back on the weekend. Like, is it going to just be a million screens? And fucking word through the grapevine, I'm probably going to be at the Edmonton one in August, so I'll have a little firsthand experience. Because I used to love just like those shitty old house shows. Like, there's this.
The house shows were better than the TV shows.
Well,
because they were fun and funny. Like they were trying shit out, and they're making, they weren't taking themselves as serious.
Shanna over
No
on
commercials.
YouTube is saying, why have lasers not replaced pyro? Which lasers would be fucking great. You could get like a naked lady on the Titantron with lasers shooting out of her tits. But I guess that's not WWE.
Just sold me. Already my favorite match. That gets 6 out of 5 Meltzer stars.
Meltzer stars. I mean, you don't, you're not, but I mean, they do have lasers to a degree. I mean, like Triple H was going to the ring to that. Undertaker had that laser show.
Yeah, but like now.
But it is underused.
Well,
Right?
you know,
It's
we
underused.
got to bring our own laser pointers and point them at the Undertaker. You know, like
They love that.
yeah, they do. They love it. It makes them think harder. They're like, thanks.
I heard
for
that
making
they
me try
like
harder,
bottles
guys."
of garbage being thrown at them too. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Any chance you get, fans, throw your trash into the ring.
Yeah, especially your drinks. I mean, Scott Hall had proved it time and time again. Like us with long hair, you know, we got to fix it, but our hair's dry, so we need you to throw soda at us so that I can slick it back. You know what I mean?
Holy Christ. Lauren saying she needs them to make better Titantron videos, which real. Circle back to 2004. Those Titantrons, those were lit as fuck. They were tight as piss, yo. Just like J-Rock's
Well, you know what? You're right. I mean, like I think the videos are a little lackluster, but I mean, so I guess it really depends on the person or the wrestler, you know. But like I don't even know. The thing is, I don't even know what like Cody Rhodes is Titan.
His favorite wrestler was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he had what was probably a somewhat lackluster by today's standards videos. It was just flashes of Austin 316 and him putting boots to asses. It wasn't really much of a video, but you put it with the character, the music, the walk, the aura, and it, and now it's memorable. But I do agree with Lauren though. A lot of the Titantron videos nowadays are extremely
Sorry about
lacking.
that.
There he is. No, you're good.
Yeah. Sorry, are we on a new subject? No, I'm just kidding.
I was telling how Steve Austin had a kind of a lackluster video, kind of, but it was because it was just flashes of like somewhat action and then Austin 316, but combine it with his struck down the entrance with the music, and then now it's legendary,
Yeah, exactly.
But it's got to fit the character.
Like for example, like John Cena when he broke our hearts, friend of the show.
Never broke my heart.
And then he, he had that plain Titantron. Like I thought that's probably the coolest thing that I could tell you about the latest entrance video of any wrestler and that was
it was ballsy,
ago, like, and I just
only he could pull that off at that point.
It just said John Cena,
and
he came out and didn't run, didn't give a fuck, and it just. And I'm like, that's the coolest fucking entrance that I've seen.
Christopher Burke is saying King of the Ring 99 with the title made of ladders, greatest stage ever.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
That's
a pretty good one. I do have a King of the Ring on my list, but it wasn't 99.
All right.
Yeah, over the edge 99 was let's not get started on that one.
Oh yeah.
We get started down that road. It never ends.
Yeah, we're gonna buy.
We'll get there. We'll come around to it.
Over the Edge 1999 had the glass tombstones. Should you see? Is there not anything about these pay-per-views that you don't know, motherfucker?
The first,
1992 had the neon stage. Jesus fucking Christ. Shady, you be doing your homework? Did you see the post today and just start doing homework, or there are questions?
Yeah. I hooked him up with a fucking super list.
What Chris said in the WF 1992, like that neon stage, like it's very like that shit is extremely classic. They used it for everything, like
everything.
Yeah, and like that was their only entrance. It really, like, they didn't really start. I feel like they were branching out, or on their stages until they had that one tunnel that they used for Mania from like 1990, not 1994, like 95 until, and then they used it all the way up until wow, I guess it was only 3 years. Like in my head it was, but it was used for everything.
Well,
like
it was during that. I think we can all agree it was during those early '90s, like close to that Attitude, right before the Attitude Era, when you had the character era. Razor Ramon, Mr. Perfect, all these guys. That's when they introduced the big screen for the first time.
Yeah,
They had entrance videos.
It wasn't
On the other end of that, let's not forget WCW was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So it was
I think
very similar in production.
I think in the early days, like, so if we're gonna go, if we fast forward to
Where it starts.
We're like the 1995. I think in 1995, WCW had that stage that they had for Nitro. I think it's one of my favorite stages ever.
Killer.
That, and then also, I mean, not for nothing, like the music, like that the Nitro music reminded me of Predator, like, but like times 1,000. That's kind of how I looked at it.
And then also
and then the intro to that stage is like the biggest. It's like they're building up a inanimate object, which is the stage, and then there's just Pyro fucking hitting it, and
crazy Pyro.
A whole war is going on, and legit, and like kind of for real, and that's like 1995, with that TNT entrance that they could, that nobody else could do. Like
USA, which is when they got Hogan.
USA Network wasn't gonna fucking do that,
Yeah, but the Nitro stages look like a
they
robot.
got Hogan in like '94.
What'd you say?
So
no,
the Nitro stages look like a robot strip club built inside of a steel factory. Okay,
you read that off a cue card.
You didn't like it?
I love that stage, and I
what
also
are you talking about?
Thunder.
I love strip clubs more than you two boys combined. So get the fuck out of here. Of course, I loved it.
I don't know about that.
You didn't say. You said it in such a negative tone.
I have a residency.
I didn't like your attitude.
Well,
she's allowed. Hey, that's the queen you're talking to.
My attitude's gonna be a lot.
Right. I'm sorry,
a lot worse. We cut people off here soon. Fuck out of here with that.
Well,
Uh-oh.
So I mean, in that mid '90s, it's like they were. It seemed to me that they were almost competing with Pyro, and then the beginning of the show, I always thought like, I mean, we're not getting into like the wrestling aspect or the Monday Night Wars, but the beginning of each show is what grabs you. That's why it's so much fucking harder, I think, for WWE to latch on to their viewers, because the attention span is so much it's not there, and maybe that's why they have this simplicity. But at the same time, Pyro hitting a stage, or like the stage itself with the entrances of like the Dudley Boys, where it seems like a fucking missiles coming at them, and or Rob Van Dam, that like when Van Dam would come out, the Pyro would hit before he even came out. So
yeah.
I mean, a lot of the entrances I think are enhanced by, of course, the Pyro, which seems to be like the trend that that at least I'm talking about. But the stage, the attention to detail is what I think always drove me into it, because like I wanted to see, that I wanted to see him fight on the stage. I wanted to see him fight, along the entire area. I wanted to see the ins and outs of it or whatever. But
especially if it had stuff you could like use as a weapon or like a different battleground to fucking, But Shady C right here in the comments saying, and I'm glad he said this because two of my favorites are this particular one, but he says WCW Bash at the Beach was amazing with the sand and the lifeguard stand. So Bash at the Beach 95, just like you were saying with Nitro in 95, that was the one where they actually had it on a real fucking beach. with like a canopy over it, like it was a giant fucking like a cabana, and that was great. And then the year after, the infamous one with Hogan joining the NWO, they had all the sand and stuff inside, and the palm trees and the fucking real life parrots and fucking
Real life.
They did a really fucking. Ted Turner money was showing right there,
And when you're it was, but like they can make like they can make a stage out of anything. I think one of the greatest stages that I've ever seen in my life was at Club Vila. Club Vila, where the fucking ring is inside the pool.
I love that one.
Yeah, and that club I went and looked.
Guaranteed to go in the water. You're getting at least
I thought
one good
about
water
it
spot. You got to get it.
I thought about it for us three, like to go to that part of Florida, to go to Club Vila, because I thought it was still there. It is still there, but it's not. It's closed. Like, so it's abandoned. And I was like, fuck. Like, I was like, how cool would it be?
Even better. We can still. I know a guy who pulls doors just in case they're not locked.
Is it you? Are you that guy?
No, you're that guy.
No, it's most definitely not me.
Oh.
I don't partake in those behaviors. I get somebody to do it for me.
The queen doesn't need to. That's right. One of her loyal servants.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could.
So where are we at? We got fucking. What?
I said it could be anybody.
What'd you say?
Everybody's my peasants. So it could be literally.
I wish we had a way we could. I wish we had a way we could pay tribute to the queen monetarily. I know the one thing is down, but does this have? I don't know if you guys see that little stars button, man. You guys could push that. That's fucking fantastic.
Taryn, what's your favorite stage?
Stage setup today.
Give me all time, and then the one. I guess. I mean, what? I guess I can't really say now. I mean, there really isn't.
Well, I mean, I was a big fan of the old Raw setup because it looked like somewhere you'd accidentally buy cocaine at like 2 a.m. and stuff. So like I did like that. Like it was pretty fucked up.
Which one? Like you mean
the first one with just
the Raw? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just fucking around. That was boring as shit to me. I don't give a fuck about that. I would say probably fucking the Raw with the fucking square with the fucking metal around it. I liked that, and of course the fucking SmackDown fist. Like shout out to SmackDown. They inspired somebody like Shane Taylor to have a fist. That's his logo, and it probably came straight out of fucking WWF SmackDown, or they might have been WWE at the time. I can't think. So I don't know. I guess that.
Think it because they had it for
little known fact.
A few years. Yeah.
So
little known fact: the fist is actually my mom's favorite setup too. She loves the fist, the whole thing.
Stop it.
Wow. So. What's next, guys?
What's your guys' favorite one? Tony? Dirty Dick?
Tony, Dirty Dick, you go first.
Well, I guess mine's kind of like, I'd say mine is skewered only because I was there, but WrestleMania 20, I particularly loved. Having the whole New York City background. Plus, I think it was the first time they had the floor also be the LED screens. So you had, a whole setup when they walked out. But if I had to pick my all-time favorite, believe it or not, it's not WWE. I'm going to go with Halloween Havoc 98 WCW. It had fucking the giant pumpkin in the center with the huge goblin in the back that was like moving its head and its hands. Great. Like it was just a coolest fucking, still to this day, I think nothing has come close to it. But you also can't really, that's without counting WrestleManias, because WrestleMania, like there's so many different WrestleMania ones that are above and beyond.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's also Like that one, it's cool, but it's like also now looking back, like it was cheesy as fuck.
Cheesy as fuck. Yeah, absolutely. And that's so the reason why they stopped doing ones like that, I heard them and WWE, is because when they switched to high definition, all those props were like fucking foam and like badly painted and they look terrible. So that's the main reason, I guess, why they started switching to the screens and stuff like that, was because
Well, yeah,
that technology is what.
I don't know. The stages
But
used
yeah,
to
it was corny. You're not wrong.
they used to have personality. Now all they do is they look like fucking smart fridges, for Christ's sakes.
Gotcha.
They do. It's terrible.
Like they look like smart fridges, and then you fucking have big bottles of Prime that came out straight out the fridge. Like, hey, yeah, that's cool. It's a piece of shit, you know? Like, I don't know. It's boring.
The entrances used to be some like
You know
think
what?
of the brew.
I need to go on a fucking tangent. And it's screens like that is why kids these days are dumb as fuck. They can't write. Oh, hey, what's up? Here's a big fucking screen to look at. Oh, you don't want to learn how to read and write? Here's a TV. Oh, you don't want to learn how to fucking write your own name? Here's a fucking iPad. This is a problem. Everything's so LED and fucking touch screen. And then that's why the kids they're not smart. They're not smart. I really wanted to use a different word, but I mean, I heard The Rock said it.
The Rock did say, I think he.
I heard it's bad, but like I didn't really like. I'm not The Rock.
Also,
I don't
Jon
really
Stewart.
Yeah, like I don't really want to be that person to start walking that fine line, but like these guys are saying it, so why can't I? But this is why the kids are stupid. They're dumb. Because it's a fucking screen.
I think we're maybe only a year away from WWE just putting a QR code up so you can scan it for an entrance. You know, like you look at your phone and watch virtual fireworks and shit.
I'm laughing because I'm upset because that's accurate. Like, oh my god.
No, I feel that like, is that not where we're going? Like,
it is. And Lauren brings up a good point. The VR sperm snake for Randy Orton's entrance. Like, I hate that
was ridiculous
bullshit. Like, that's dumb as fuck. Dumb.
They're trying something new, you know.
But it's not good. Like, it's not good. Like, oh hey, yeah, you know what? Maybe
they must have seen that.
Maybe if they fucking did that,
that's why you have pre-production.
Fucking tabs of acid or something, like you'd be watching Raw and be like, holy fuck, there's a snake or some shit. But like, that's not cool. Like, what the fuck is this?
No.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't a snake.
Yeah.
So,
and we were talking too, Taryn. How do you feel about the fucking when they had the floating 3D graphics in the on TV only?
Yeah,
like the fucking,
it's cool on TV, but it really isn't that fucking cool. It wasn't. It looked. To be honest, it looked just as fucking goofy as if Halloween Havoc was in HD. You know, but this is.
So now they have those CGI little floating bullshits when all they fucking need was Bailey's wacky and flammable arm men. Like those fucking, you know, like that shit was cool as fuck. She didn't need Pyro.
It was neat.
It's a good point.
Right? Like it wasn't
sometimes simple, and most of the time simple is all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like fuck. Okay. Now we just have the fucking biggest iPad in the goddamn world. Dumb.
I think all three of us seem to think that with the budget they have and the money they put towards all this other bullshit and garbage, they could easily, especially nowadays with the advances we've had in set building and costumes in 3D and effects and stuff like that, they could be actually doing some fucking, you don't want to be wrestling, you want to be sports entertainment? All right, build some sets again. Make some elaborate shit. And I don't mean like zombies during a Miz match to fucking, I mean like some real, like put some money into it. Yeah, and it actually might come out halfway fucking decent.
They're spending their money on other garbage and stuff. By that, what Dirty Dick really
Logan
meant to
Paul.
say was, no, yeah, well, Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar. But like, hey, fuck the entertainment value for the other people. Here's Brock Lesnar and Logan Paul with a shitty prime drink that makes me feel like I'm having a stroke and that my guts are ripping out on the inside. And I need to word that better. It's right here. To the point where I start crying. That's a real thing. Actually, I should look into that because it only happens when I drink.
That's a serious medical issue.
I remember this specifically.
Yeah, like it only happens when I drink the prime. Like I literally feel like I'm having like some sort of gallbladder attack or something crazy. Like I feel like I'm gonna die. At one point I did.
You hear that, Logan Paul?
Yeah, I don't.
Fucking lawsuit incoming, motherfucker.
You know what? Maybe I'm gonna drink. You know what? I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna test this theory again. And I'm gonna
You
put a
should do
time
what
limit.
that dude did with McDonald's and do like the 30-day fucking prime test and just fucking film every day how you're
No,
feeling.
don't do that.
I mean, I don't really want to do that because everybody knows me and I'm not like that much of a pussy and I don't cry all the time and I can take pain like pretty well. But like this gets to the point where like I'm legitimately crying and I think I'm passing away.
Maybe
I
not do it. Maybe
I had
not do it.
911 ready to be fucking called
Yeah,
when
don't do it at all.
Yeah. How about
Like, it's
we
actually
don't
really
test it
bad.
out? I don't think
Don't
it's
even
worth
drink
it.
one.
And
Yeah.
you know what? If you're gonna do it though, film every aspect of it so that it can go right back.
Yes, if you're gonna do it,
to
film
that
it.
douchebag.
Like it is actually really bad. Like like I cry and like I'm hurled over. I feel like it's
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, I thought it was the talkies for a while. Turns out it's not at all.
Yeah, Jamal is right. Like Taryn,
Logan Paul, you made my queen cry.
actually bought Prime drinks.
Yeah,
Like,
you know why? Because I was fucking thirsty and
she was trying to support Logan Paul.
No, I wasn't. I was thirsty and
She
they were
told
on
both
two,
of us.
They were on 2 for $3 and I said, I don't want no fucking bland ass water. Give me some of this fucking strawberry banana bullshit. And then I fucking passed away almost. So like who wants to drink bland water to
And
be
then
hydrated?
she almost died.
Yeah, I said, give me some of this flavored shit. And then I almost died, and now I'm never gonna be hydrated again. Thanks to Logan Paul. Thanks, Logan Paul, because now I'm never gonna be hydrated.
No,
You ruined
it's
it
not
for
meant to be
poisoning the fucking youth of America.
hydration. I don't believe.
I'm gonna start looking like a zombie going to find the Miz. Okay.
Well,
Because
maybe
no more hydration.
you can just go to the suicide forest and.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No.
Anyway,
no.
Was that a stage? Was that a stage set in WWE?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
Logan. That's the one that Logan Paul
went
to.
Logan Paul's new entrance is the suicide forest.
So you
Dude,
didn't.
wild.
You asked, but I never answered. One, Halloween Havoc.
Your favorite
was also my favorite, and that
really
annoyed me that you said it first. But
wow.
No, but it was. I because I love Halloween. It's like I love that.
That's why I liked it too.
It's that feeling. I don't know. It was that. But then, to be honest, a close second. The second and third are the same. Is I love Thunder. I love that stage. I love how the entire show had had lightning going off like during matches.
Yep.
During promos when you can really see it because they're stuck, with hard cam. And you're seeing the background of the fans just and then the other was WrestleMania 9 because it was the first time they built their own state. First time they built their own stadium. The only other time I feel like they ever did was 24 when your dad lost to Shawn Michaels. But that stage or that was that outdoor stadium. That was the first time in that outdoor stadium that it was Pyro fucking city. Like it was more than 4th of July. And a lot of people got hurt. So, maybe a lot
of people
coming to realize that maybe that's why they don't fucking do it that much.
Okay, I just need to circle back and say something since you brought up WCW Thunder. It just made it every time it came on, it came out looking like they had already spent Nitro's budget on cocaine. So
oh god, yeah, it was not a good show, Taryn. You and I watched it last night. We were looking at it last night.
A show held together by Chain Smoking and Panic. Chain Smoking and Panic. That was WC Thunder, baby.
Yeah. I mean,
it was
just
not the best show.
It was just a neat niche. And I really liked it.
The aesthetic of it was very cool.
Halloween Havoc. That's not an everyday fucking stage. But I to be honest, I did love it. It reminded me of a trick-or-treating kind of thing, I guess.
Well, yeah.
And that's why I liked it. But I was also 7. So, but
right, we were
Tony was 40.
Some of us were kids.
I mean,
some of us were teenagers.
Some of them already would have had children. But nonetheless, 90s wrestling production design literally was like if Monster had a child with fucking Disneyland for us. And everybody knows I like White Monster because if I was a guy, my name would be Kyle. I have proof, evidence of this. Okay, that is real.
What a stupid
2018
name.
Taryn. If I was a guy, my name would be Kyle. Funny how that turned out, but 100%.
That's such a dumb name.
Yeah.
The stages in the 90s are literally White Monster crossed with Disneyland. Maybe a little Nickelodeon in there too.
Can you imagine there being a Kyle Jr.?
Right? I would
Like,
love
what is the
that. I would
dumbest
raise it
name
as
ever?
my own.
Like, I would bash.
But speaking of the 90s,
anyway.
Yes. So
speaking of the 90s pay-per-views, I'll circle back to WCW again. A really great one I thought was Road Wild in Sturgis when they went to the big biker rally in South Dakota. So you got the mountains in the background,
thing ever.
which is gorgeous. It's annoying, but it was nothing like thousands of bikers all on their bikes surrounding the ring, revving their fucking engines. And I'm not a motorcycle guy at all, but that shit was fucking cool. Like it was, they show the wrestlers like riding to Sturgis, Hogan on his bike, dude, on his chopper, fucking badass, man. Like what a fucking like stand. And they did that, I think, a few years in a row. It was always like an annual thing. So that was pretty cool. It stood out in the 90s.
That did. It absolutely, and it was, it is cool. It is fucking 100% cool. It is, I mean, God, deafening. To see all those fucks, but no, any Hell's Angels listening, I love you guys. You guys are great. But annoying facts. But I can say that, and then an underrated stage that you reminded me is oh my God, was it Sold Out?
Oh, dude, what a great
NWO
the first
Sold
one.
Out, that NWO theme.
Yep.
I was like, that is fucking, and the show sucked, but the
horrible.
It was fucking like, how do you have a ref that's an NWO ref, and you like it's like it's already who the fuck was like yeah, this makes complete sense. And this was 1997. You can't even blame Russo for something stupid like this. This was like, some legitimate hand. Like Dusty Rhodes was probably in that writer's room, and he goes, "Yeah, baby, that sounds fucking great." Like,
yeah, but he was like, he was a son of a plumber. He didn't know any better,
I'm a son of a plumber.
Right.
Like legit. Like,
all right. So anyways, he's
just a common man.
He's just a common man. He's gonna, he's gonna have the next Cody Rhodes Jr. So, all right, there it is.
We need Kit to finish the story.
Yeah, there it is.
Cody would finish me off, like, but yeah, like that, that show itself sucked, but I always thought it was cool with the. Like, man, I'm it's all coming from memory at this point because I forgot, because I'm not watching that show, but I'm gonna praise the stage,
Sure.
And that was
stand out.
I think it was like It's Steps, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, pulling it up.
I'm sorry, I just realized
I'm pulling it out.
Dirty Dick had a Knicks shirt in the background too, on top of his Knicks jersey and his Knicks shirt.
Can you just stop bringing them up?
I know. I'm sorry.
I got my dad. Old dad's wearing a hat. Also, if you can see that.
Old dad's wearing a hat.
Oh no, that's gonna make me throw up. It's the colors of the Edmonton Oilers, which is garbage. So.
Oh,
yeah, but now it's the colors of. It's always been the colors of the Knicks, baby.
Caviar.
So there was some good ones in WWE too, though. TLC 99 had the tables all set up, and then the ladders and the chairs hanging from the fucking ceiling, and that's the one where John Cena fucking.
He wasn't at
like
99.
That one?
What
you said?
No, that wasn't a 99, was it?
No, TLC. That would have been like probably like 2009 or something like that, with the chairs hanging, and then they all fell down.
Oh yeah, with Cena, yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't even fucking around in 1999, there, brother.
I mean, he was, but not in the mains. Yeah.
Cena.
Well, yeah, you're right.
He was eating pizza in the back of a fucking car after training, man.
Yeah. Batista driving.
Baptista.
Text
But
him.
you know, he's another good one with his pyro. Man, like that motherfucker. Like just little, like that was fucking power. Him and fucking Kane. Kane just appeared and there was fire everywhere. I mean, Christ, I hate the Undertaker, but even his shit was cool. Okay, little fucking lightning strikes and bullshit.
Right.
Like that's cool as fuck. Now, just got fucking Logan Paul with his prime. Cool.
All right,
Really going.
stop it.
Doing a lot.
But yeah,
Well, no, she's right. Like Batista is a great example. I hated Batista, and his entrance got me fucking fired up every time.
Well, I know,
and I didn't even like the guy. Taker had such a fucking badass entrance.
Sometimes, was situational for sure. Another.
You mean like every situation? Let
me tell you a thing about Bill Goldberg. He also had a fucking good entrance with his pyro. All right, that's one thing we can say good about Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, we could. I mean, what the
you said Gilbert, right?
What the fuck was Brett doing? Was he just like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. What am I doing here?
I don't remember Brett doing that.
Oh well, you gotta be able to read lips. You know, he's like, what? How did I get this far?
Holy fuck. Well, probably on sheer talent, but whatever.
But I'm actually like a big Bret Hart fan, so you know, it's all cool. It's all cool.
That was gifted to me by somebody at the Hitman's Bar in Calgary, and then I gifted it to Kit.
I know, and now I got to go to it.
Yeah, now I need to go back to get another one. You don't live where it's fucking minus 40 Celsius, brother. I do.
Yeah,
now,
on purpose.
You know what I don't have?
On purpose,
I don't. Sorry, in America, you guys call them beanies, but where I live now, I don't have a fucking toque. All right, bud. My ears are already so little. I'm gonna get frostbite, and they're gonna fall off because I don't have a toque.
You don't have another hat, like not a gas station or some shit that you guys like all have.
Of course, I have other toques
from gas stations,
but I don't have another Hitman's Bar toque.
I like how Kit looks like a fucking feminist Cheech and Chong right now. Like Chong fucking
hey, yo.
With the pussy power.
I do need to do a quick shout out. I did go out on Sunday night. And I ended up at karaoke. I said, don't worry, guys. I did everyone proud by singing Freaking at the Freaker's Ball by Dr. Hook because it shouts the most outlandish shit. But these children were singing Colt 45 and 2 Zigzags. And then they were yelling about fucking Cheech and Chong. And I said, you motherfuckers don't even know what a Cheech or a Chong is, you fucks. Yeah. And they didn't. They had no idea. And I said, this is time for me to go home. I got to go home. I got to go home. And I went home. I said, nope, I got to get out of here before I fist fight some children. Mm-hmm.
She knows.
Nope.
The queen knows her limits.
I do know.
Don't test them.
I was getting too riled up. And then at one point they were singing Lady Gaga. And I said, hey, does anyone know who sings this song? And they're like, Lady Gaga. I said, yeah, and we should keep it that way. So, you know.
If anybody ever wants to go see Lady Gaga with me dressed just like this, please let me know. That's all I need to do in life is have the Knicks win a championship and see her live in concert once. The bucket list is small.
Would you take a lady that wore tie-dye crop top or tie-dye Crocs?
Anybody that would be willing to go with me dressed like this.
Yes, Shamal, we 100% can go to Hitman's Bar because in 1 month's time, I will be only 3 hours away from the Hitman's Bar instead of 8. So yes, that is just a day drive, and you know we can figure it out from there. And I know a good motel. It's a motel. I'm not gonna lie. $80 a night. It's pretty good. They don't have bed bugs, and I stay there a million times. And it's
I love.
You can smoke in the parking lot and just be loud. Like they don't give a fuck. They're just chilling as long as you pay them. You're good. So if you guys need a place to stay in Calgary, hit me up. I got it, guys. Hitman's Bar. Down at fucking Cowboys Casino in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Which we're all too old to go to Cowboys, especially you, Dirty Dick.
I'm just wondering how fucking Bret Hart, through all the years he was there for like 70 decades, how the fuck did all the stage sets evolve, but he never got a cool entrance? Whether it was WCW, WWE, WWF, all they ever
Because
gave
he
him
was
was the
the ring
fucking.
general.
He had the
and that's
video
all that
screen.
mattered. That's all that mattered, bud. You know, that was it. He had the coolest leather
Do you think
jacket.
he had something?
Get
Do you
man's
think Brett
cool,
was like,
man,
yo,
you
I don't
know?
want it to be flashy? He had Pyro like here and there, like, you know, during some of the bigger shows and stuff. But
Sorry, my brain just
and I
shut.
remember when he got in the ring and did his like fucking.
Yeah.
I really was about to say something, but my brain short circuited, and I'm really glad that it did because it made me think about what I was about to say and had to think about my wording. You know, like his talent, it's undeniable in the ring. One of the greatest Canadians, and you know, I'm actually pretty proud that Brett didn't have to come out there and wear rhinestone fucking jackets, sparkle pants, or fucking high heeled boots. Okay, you know. So I
And
think,
show his wiener off and do dry humping and.
guys, I think you're hearing it first.
Yeah. His in-ring work was so impeccable that, like, you know, he didn't need to do anything, like wear any type of color that would stick out or make him look at least some bit of having a personality. Not one different thing ever. Not one.
You know,
Not one
In
at all.
fairness,
You know,
though,
especially
he was doing that in the
you know,
80s.
especially, you know, I don't know anybody that ever wore leather in the 90s except for Brett. Oh wait, but regardless, you know, at least the one good thing
He was doing
is
the
that
pink and
he
black attack
is,
back in
and,
like 86.
yeah,
and I
but I
will
mean,
say,
let's be real,
and I will
boys.
say one,
Real men wear pink. All right.
I'll say one thing, and
You know my favorite
there's
robe is pink.
nobody. It's not nobody, but he is the first wrestler that I've ever watched in my life that made me as a kid realize that
Have an erection.
somebody can be a heel in one place and a god in another, and that
Yeah, you're right about that.
I'm extending the olive branch of like, hey, I actually don't hate Brett, obviously.
I know. Me neither. I love him too. I
He's-
joke, but I love Brett.
He is just not as good as Sean. All right, so
What
I'm
in the
saying,
fuck?
you know,
Off the Brett toque.
Are we matching right now? I can't tell.
like, you know,
Karen looks like she's gonna
not for
fucking puke.
nothing. But you know, you got to give him, you know,
Look at
credit where
the
credit's
look of
due.
shocked disgust on the queen's face.
You guys are so motherfucking lucky we are live right now, and I can't say what I really want to say.
I'm even more glad that you can't like just reach over right now and just smack the fucking shit out of me, you know?
I'm in such a mood. I'm
Put
just
your
like,
foot down on top of
I
Kyle's
just want to
head.
fucking play the music.
Damn, you're a sexy boy. You're not my boy toy. You're just a sexy boy.
He's not my boy toy either.
Not anymore.
I don't know. He makes me hot. I'll tell you that right now. He kind of makes me
Anyways,
shiver. My knees, they get weak when he's around.
Jamal just goes, "Oh my god, they're touching."
So, anyways, I'm looking for a new roommate on the Jericho cruise. If anyone's interested in sharing the little cabin inside of the family suite,
I
with
haven't
me
worn this
because-
hat in fucking.
You're throwing me out?
Oh no, you and Kit, neither of you can come into my room. No.
Oh.
While I'm at it, it turns out after tonight's episode, I'm looking for 2 new co-hosts, or I'll just go back to being me.
Thank God I didn't start paying for my part.
So yeah. Anyways,
Listen, why do you hate Shawn Michaels so much?
I know. Look at Kit in that hat.
because he's a
Like, it kinda,
hypocrite.
you know?
He's literally no. You know what? We're gonna do an episode on Shawn Michaels. Is what we're gonna
I ain't
do.
doing an episode.
And,
Let's do a Bret Hart versus
not
Shawn
about that.
Michaels.
I think I
Dot,
think I
dot,
might
dot, dot,
wear
dot.
this. I think I might start wearing this hat out.
You should bring it to the
Yeah.
cruise.
So, anyways,
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
you get beat up and also put in jail, and you become somebody's bitch, we'll know why.
I'm gonna put this back. Psych!
Yeah,
I'm wearing it.
that's what I
Fuck you. Yo, I mean, not for nothing. One of the merchandise things, and on an episode that you guys can all go back and look on our YouTube, like this is one like pretty solid fucking item. It's the same as like the Bret Hart sunglasses, which were cheap and easy, but they I think they lasted pretty well. And I don't know what the band. I don't remember the band that was around them, but this hat blows my mind. And then also the gloves from Shawn or Diesel, they were both exactly the same. Which all, anyway. So anyway, back to stages, guys.
Well, no, it gives us. Well,
No,
we should come back to that because we had that show about the merch, and we should circle back because I know we all still have stuff we wanted to show. We all forgot about that. There's
we have
the title
twos of a
belts and
lot
the
of shit.
fucking. There was a period where they were making really, really, really authentic, good merchandise, where now it's just cheap fanatics fucking bullshit. But that is for a different show. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we can all exactly. So let's stop with that.
But no, you wearing this little fuck ass little Shawn Michaels Bird hat. It does Shawn used to have cool entrances too, and with like his little like sparkles and his vest getting caught into the fucking grates during his walkout and shit. One
time time out of his 30-year career.
All it takes is one time.
It was memorable.
But
and the way he handled it was great. Bret would have fucking threw. He would have
fucking the Shawn versus Bret
somebody
episode.
Under the bus
about That's upcoming. Fuck. All right, so settle down. I was just trying to lead into the next part of the fucking show with the entrances, with the pyro and all the little theory shit they did. For Christ's sakes.
Sorry.
So, Shawn having he really did have cool entrances sometimes. Like my
the zip line
was, you know what? We're not going to talk about zip lining from the ring.
Wait, because only did it at one time.
So, anyways, we're just going to carry on. But Randy Orton, SummerSlam 2004. Okay, the SummerSlam set was tight as fuck. All right.
Yeah,
Yep. The fucking Yep. Yeah. Randy fucking
that halo
and the little fucking.
Yeah. That was badass.
Behind, and then he fucking leaves.
That was a very good one.
That was a good set too. All right.
But I don't like how the one, and I guess this is a good way to describe it, is fuck off Christopher Burke. Shawn Michaels was not the original fuckboy.
I want you to say that to Chris. I want you to say that right to Chris's face when you meet him, because you're good.
I will. I'll be the first thing I say to him. If I remember. But
Chris, if you and Dean are around, we're doing an after party.
Okay. So to that point, it was a badass stage.
Yeah.
However, then they use it every year. And it's just like WrestleMania 24. WrestleMania 24 started a trend of outdoor shows, and then it took away.
But that one was huge. That skyline that was incredible.
Yeah, but it takes away from. Like every year that goes by, it's like they simplify it. We can do a little less. We can do a little less. We can do a little less. It's never
definitely more so now. Yeah,
and the psychology behind that is that, hey, we already got them, so let's just not fucking give them as much. And that's, I think, is what the premise of all of this really is.
Well,
is that?
But yeah, they're definitely doing less is more in a more modern aspect. And do they really got us? There is, well, I mean, Taryn and Kit
No.
aren't a generation. Our
Right.
generation, they don't got us. Tony's in 2 generations above us, and they don't got him.
That boomer.
You know, so
Definitely not a fucking boomer. But you're like, I obviously grew up on WWF, WWE, and while I still watch now, I think it's more out of habit, and I'm waiting for them to like catch me with something. But I'll admit the product is fucking.
It's not happening.
And let's all kind of agree on what coincided with all this really starting. I think it's TKO taking over. Fucking. I mean, it was going downhill before that.
Yeah.
But TKO really put the nail in the coffin as far as let's cut the budget. Let's fucking less is more. You know. The more we can shave off.
So, but that being said,
and raise prices.
Yeah, but so the modern look and what I do for a living, that is a very, very much where everything is going. It's more sleek, it's more modern, it's more basic.
Simple.
It's simple, but in what I do, and I can speak to this, I'm not going to go right into it. What's popular is the outlandish, crazy, wild, in your face stuff. People come in and they're like, wait, hey, do you have this? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, it's not 2009 anymore. No, it's not 2005 anymore. I wish we had that. But that's what people want. They want the in-your-face shit, but it's all simple, sleek, black or white, and screens. It's literally it's literally that. And that's worldwide. It's all basic.
Yeah.
It's boring. Look at these kids, man. They go out in fucking Crocs and sweatpants, for Christ's sakes.
Okay.
They don't put on spiky fucking 6-inch pumps or fucking tits hanging out. Statement pieces. Shout out 2015. Let's fucking go. We want in your face. Let's fucking
I didn't even know that you were wearing a necklace this whole time.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, there's a necklace there?
Oh shit, we had to look
oh wait. Kit, look, she has a face too.
That shit! She was wearing glasses this whole time.
All we had to do was look up.
Look at
it gets
that.
better as you look up.
You know, we live and learn.
Just more and more beautiful.
You know, it goes back to what we're talking about. You guys live in the world we all love to live in. The Attitude Era, where shit was in your face. All right? Just like tits.
Can I ask
Don't be doing
you
that
both a question that I just kind of thought of because of this entire scenario? Do you think that, and I'm using him as an example, and it was because I saw a video of like somebody putting him on like in this arena in WWE 26, right? And it was Hogan. So this isn't about that. He's a larger than life character, right? And I think he is
right. Yeah,
like known
Hogan
as
the wrestler,
the most larger than
Hogan
life
the character.
Do you think that Hogan? I watched both of you guys just take a sip of that simultaneously at the exact same time. I mean, you lifted it, drank it, and put it down at the exact same time. Like, I mean,
That's how some folks get ready for a Hogan conversation.
So, so my question is, in this video, it was Hogan wrestling somebody and him laying the leg drop at an NXT in the, that small arena or whatever, and that like their NXT stage is it's simplistic, but it's also just a small arena. And I'm watching it and I'm going, if I watch that now, like if that happened in 2003, I would lose my fucking mind seeing Hogan wrestling a full match in front of 2,000 people, and
maybe
I'm like, and in my head is, would Hogan be able to do this with everything now? And not that Hogan didn't start with Pyro or anything like that. He never had, to a degree, he never really had it. But, he was a spectacle and everything like that. would Hogan even fucking get to that stage by himself on it, you know, or would we even feel the way we would feel if you guys were a fan of him, you know, but prior, like, you know, hit him on NXT stage.
Queens first.
I don't really want to touch on Hogan myself right now. I'm already quite in a mood. So I'm going to pass off to Dirty Dick Rick.
Well, okay, so I think I've touched upon this before in the show, but I was never a Hogan fan. I always liked the guys that, you know, Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, all those guys were my favorite growing up.
Could Macho Man do
anybody?
it?
Well, so I'm actually going to go with Hogan though, because I like the fact he's such a big name, and it doesn't really matter if it's Hogan, Macho Man. I don't like how WWE established that, like, because I'm going to use your example very literally. NXT is their training ground, and for a long time you didn't see the big names coming down from their main shows. You would see big names coming up from the independents, and when they started putting the main guys on NXT, I don't care how you frame it, it looked like a demotion. It didn't look to me like it was heightening NXT at all. It looked like you're devaluing your main roster. So if I start seeing a Hulk Hogan on NXT, that doesn't make me want to watch the product anymore. It makes me think, wow, fucking Hogan fucking really fell off, huh?
No, that's
for me
not what
personally,
I'm asking. No, that's not what I'm asking. Do you think Hogan would, like, let's say he starts out and he's on that kind of a stage?
oh, he comes to
Because
NXT as like a rookie, like a fucking
yeah, like a rookie Hogan, greenhorn Hogan. Trade that yellow.
I mean,
trade that
you would-
yellow and red for green, baby.
So you're gonna have to fucking kind of apply some time magic here. But if you go back in time to how he was discovered, and they had that like system in place, you know, if he was discovered today with the system they have in place now, absolutely, I think he would be put through the farm system. And you know what? He maybe would have fucking, as big as he was, he might have been bigger. Because if you could have made Hulk Hogan wrestle, holy fuck. Like
you know, there are matches of him in Japan.
the Japanese matches.
Fucking doing it. Like a good fucking match.
He's doing fucking flying leg fucking headlock takeovers and fucking
surprising the shit out of people.
You want to see some weird shit? Go watch Hulk Hogan's Japanese matches. It's gonna blow your fucking mind.
Yeah, let's not worry about the comments.
Yeah. So, anyways,
so let's you know, but but anyway, that's cool. I mean, I the reason why I was asking is mainly, but my first wasn't about Hogan young. You know, it was more about like the stages that are brought. Like I'll be honest, on my right, I am watching Sold Out 1997, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, I think this might be my favorite fucking stage ever. And it's a shitty show.
It's pretty cool.
Terrence's friend Chris is on it. And
Benoit?
that happens to be the match that's on.
Which Chris?
Benoit?
Well, no, I'm not friends with Chris Benoit. I'm friends with his son David. Absolutely.
Yeah, his name's not Chris.
Oh, I thought that.
It's the
we love David.
Old CJ.
the captain of the cruise. Which, that being said, there was some cruise comments going on in the chat. We got to address it, but let's go back to what Kit's talking about. What he is watching right this second.
We're
gonna get some of the Undertaker view.
But look at that terrible fucking NWO ref.
It's so purple.
Poor Chris, right, Taryn?
Pardon?
Poor Chris.
What?
We love Chris.
Chris is cool. Chris is great.
Oh,
pretty cool.
That was a terrible fucking.
Every day is every day.
I'm super appreciative of the Sabu shout out on the pay-per-view the other night. That was pretty fucking cool.
That was lovely. That was actually the only part of the pay-per-view that I did see, because you reposted it, and that was actually really super cool of Chris.
It caught me
know.
Want to thank Jamal for telling me about it because I didn't get to. I had to watch it late, but caught me off guard, man. It was a pretty cool fucking moment.
Pretty awesome. Like,
You didn't have to do that.
Cool.
Yeah. So and
Yeah.
you know
You
that's
could have
why
just pointed at the sky and had that been enough. And
you know, and not for nothing.
but-
I feel bad that, and then you know I have to tell you, Tony, or if he was here, Dirty Dick, is that I feel bad because every single interaction I've ever had with Sabu was me being a complete dick to him. like I mean,
yeah, I'm sure he appreciated that.
I don't think so.
He
Because
probably
like,
liked you, yeah.
Like, you know, to the point where he's like, all right, can you can you stop?
well,
Take a picture with your friend.
You know,
Take a picture with your fucking friend.
we did just pass the 1 year mark of Sabu's passing, one of Dirty Dick's closest friends. So we'll throw one up and we're gonna do a little shoddy poo for Sabu.
Also, the spot that Chris did was on the 1 year anniversary of Sabu debuting in AEW, where he faced off with Jericho for the first time.
So you know what? Here's one to Sabu.
Appreciate it. One of Sabu's favorite pictures out of Vegas last year was your rack picture, Taryn. He loved that one.
Which one?
Well, the one that we took with we do the Walter treatment. Yeah.
Oh yes, the crop out photo.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like my only interaction with Sabu in my life.
He was very happy to meet you. He loved meeting you.
Pulling up to his booth at WrestleCon and saying, "Yo, where's Dirty Dick Rick?" He looked so excited that, you know, me and fucking old sock tits are pulled up, and you know, he was so excited like two girls, and then we didn't be like, "Hey, can we get a picture?" We're like, "Hey, where's Dirty Dick Rick?"
And, I love all the points.
Exactly.
He was pretty used to that. That shit always made him laugh.
Wow. I mean,
appreciate it, Joe. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What better way to
segue out of what we're doing?
Well, I just want to, you know, again, I brought it up earlier. The one way to acknowledge, you know, what great things he's done in this business. Let's talk about the Raw entrance in which he jumped off the fucking, you jumped off the letters.
Maybe the most memorable thing about the letters is him fucking face planting and nobody catching him.
Yeah.
Not a single. There's 12 fucking people waiting for him, and like a dart, he goes head first into the fucking ground.
Poor Terry. You know, he's fine. He made a recovery. Anyway, we are.
Oh yeah, he was great.
We are at an hour 10.
An hour 11 now.
I think we should, you know, if you don't mind me taking the lead, Queen.
Give me a little bow.
Oh. I would lick your feet, and I hate feet.
I want to talk about two things, and I want to like maybe rapid fire through them. The iconic entrances, you know, like, what essentially, I want to know what are your favorites. You know, without asking you right away, you know, let's talk about like the Undertaker rising from under the stage for the first time, or even him, you know, with like the hands and the zombie hands coming out. Rey Mysterio fucking like catapulting that motherfucker from under there, or Kane's Pyro, which, you know, before it, just like RVD, before he even comes in, bam, and it wakes you the fuck up. It makes you immediately look at the stage, and then as you know, the Ruthless Aggression era stage was whatever. To be honest, it was whatever to me. But you know, with entrances like that, it makes you pay attention to it. Triple H, you know, obviously like him, and you know, that one spotlight on him as he's doing the spit. But even when he comes out to the ring, like another one of those
the colored lights.
Yeah, those color lights, and in
Just
some
stands out.
and in some scenarios, like usually in Mania, that that um that laser bullshit, I thought that was so fucking cool. Also, I still to this day think that Triple H's theme song is the best theme song in wrestling that ever existed. Um,
Pretty good.
and then a wrestler coming from the rafters, but this one's Sting, and
Oh man.
and and the way that he would land perfectly, safe and sound, and I just, I think that was badass, and like the way he would just rip it off, but it's still part of it, and and then after somebody, a mishap had happened, then Sting had to start coming through the entrance. But anyway, that's that. What are your favorite iconic entrances that you've seen? I'll say it like this: the regular entrance that you love, and you love seeing it when you know that their music hits, they're going to do that. And then also, what's one that is different than what they normally do?
Okay, I'm gonna go first because I'm the fucking queen and everyone needs to respect me.
Yep. Queen always goes first.
So
Alright,
one of my
ladies first.
favorite
Yeah,
entrances is, and it's very well known, it's John Cena's. 110%. As soon as you hear, like, you fucking know it's him. You're like, yeah, and he's gonna look down at the camera and go, it's time to go to work. And you're like already excited. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go, fuck yeah. But this is gonna be a little controversy or controversial, I guess I should say, to some people if they're little pussies. But my favorite John Cena entrance, yes, it could be the WrestleMania 21 with the rap that I do know, but this cat is being wild and loud as fuck right now and pissing me off. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the back.
Yeah,
that is very wild.
She just
I can hear that. Yeah.
She's just palling
I was
around.
wondering what the fuck that was.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it just made me riled up for this. But
It's a cat.
My favorite
Yeah, I
John
thought that would
Cena
be my
entrance
cat. My cat would be.
is when he came out. I can't remember which WrestleMania it was. Shady, see if you're still in the chat because you weren't scared
Is it
off
the
by the
gangster
nasty
one?
comments going on this evening. Was the John Cena
Ooh,
with
I gotta look
all?
back.
Yes, it was. It was a gangster John Cena with all the little gangster John Cenas.
With
because-
CM Punk.
With CM Punk holding the fucking Tommy
And
gun.
that is exactly why, because he was John Cena.
I love that one.
So
He was John Cena's bitch.
You're all high and mighty. I'm Mr. CM Punk. Yeah, well, some of us remember when you were John Cena's little bitch. So fuck you.
You know, he
He
probably
brought it
considers
up.
that
No,
like
he's the one that
a
brought
pretty
it up
cool
more.
accolade, though.
But so both of them are John
Yeah.
Cena. Like it wasn't any other entrance. Like what I meant, it didn't need to be the same person. But I'm just saying, I didn't mean it like that. But I mean that is a great entrance.
Apparently all of mine are controversial. But I'm gonna go with Backlash 2004. Chris Benoit coming out for the first time as world champion in his hometown of Edmonton.
Oh, dude, that was. I've never seen such praise. It was like as if the Knicks won the championship, which they're not. But I mean, like when if they do, can you imagine what it looks like? That was like what Chris Benoit.
So
his entrance was like.
Because
I'm gonna light so many fires in a few weeks.
Because
I want to see you try and climb a pole.
We don't have a lot of people out of Edmonton go to the WWE, and it took Chris 20 years. And at WrestleMania 20, the grandest stage of them all, the biggest WrestleMania, he became champion. And the very next pay-per-view, he got to walk into Edmonton, was wild. And I wasn't allowed to go to the show. We all know the story. Little girls don't go to wrestling shows. And I really wanted to go. I was in Edmonton that weekend and that day. And there was signings all over. There was wrestling. The whole vibe of the city. It's at that point, it would have been 1.3 million, I think, in the capital city of Alberta. And everything was WWE. Like Chris Benoit, they named a fucking day after him. He got the key to the city. Like it was
Does he
a
Yeah.
still
big
have that
fucking
key, or
deal. You know what? I don't know,
No, I
and
didn't
I
have
don't
that
think
key
we're gonna talk
anymore.
about that. But just the feel of that city, not the arena, and then driving 45 minutes home to
yeah,
watch the pay-per-view, like the whole feel of it. So to me, that is one of the most iconic entrances because it does hit close to home for me. If that makes sense. If I had to
no,
choose
absolutely.
if I had to choose a not controversial one, I'm gonna go Chris Jericho walking in on the cruise and all of us singing Judas and starting the most redundant
Oh,
bullshit.
goosebumps right now.
Anything could have happened, and all the little Mookie fucking fans are like, "Yeah, let's do this." And we're like, "Yo, it's just a bunch of fucking drunk people on the cruise that started singing the Fozzy song because we all watch Fozzy 4 times every cruise. You fucking idiots."
Yep. It was a very
So
organic, wild moment.
yeah, it was that. So I'm gonna go with that. Fuck it, because it didn't need to happen. It happened.
Well,
We
I'm
were all
glad.
blacked out. It's fine.
Oh, I was also in attendance for that, and it was pretty. I still, to this day, I got goosebumps when it happened, and I get goosebumps hearing someone talk about it. It was the last time I had a situation like that was I've talked often about with my work with ICP and fucking some of the shit there. You just get goosebumps, and I hadn't had that since then. But I'm glad you mentioned the Chris Benoit WrestleMania 20 thing because everybody knows I
Yeah,
did the whole, follow his fucking WrestleMania story for months. I went to every pay per view, front row, whatever. And then, so that was the payoff. WrestleMania 20. That was
yeah,
what a
big
moment.
time.
And for me to be right there, like on the guardrail, he walked right by me. Like
Yeah, and it's
that was
crazy.
a big a moment for me.
My little buddy David
Go
was
ahead.
definitely there. He got in the ring with his
Yep,
dad.
yep. That was my first time ever seeing David. I was weeping openly. I'm not gonna lie. When that confetti was coming down and him and Eddie Guerrero I was doing the old fucking Daddy Flair, weeping openly, trying to take pictures with fucking tears rolling down my face. And back then, cameras were like this
You
big,
old daddy
like
Flair
fucking.
weeping. Jesus.
But no, I'm gonna. So that's a good one. Taker gets honorable mention, obviously. Fucking same thing. WrestleMania 20, the Druids lined up and down the fucking stage in the ramp while he walked through the thing of fire. That was fucking cool. But my favorite entrance was actually MVP. I loved him walking through the fucking tunnel, the way it timed with the music, the
Tick,
fireworks. He'd
tick.
come out and hit the fucking pole. Like, everything was done so
It was
fucking
just,
well. The song was a banger.
it
It
was
just
just
got you
fucking
fucking.
perfectly
And he was a
timed.
great wrestler. You knew. But that entrance was so fucking fire. And you combine it with the time period. He was during some of the cool sets. So,
Yeah,
you have that
doing
entrance with a great set
doing
behind it, and
best
you
of
have
sevens.
that's fucking cinema, man.
Quick. Doing
Cinema.
best of sevens with Benoit, for Christ's sakes. But
Exactly. Exactly.
I did hate MVP for a little while there because I guess he was mean to one of my old friends. But you know what? Looking back, I think he could have been meaner. Carry
And it
on.
So
looks like
that's
they've
your
amended fences pretty well. So
that's your favorite right there.
MVP is a good guy.
All right.
He's
You're
my favorite entrance. My favorite different entrance. I got to give it to fucking old Daddy Rick, the retirement match at Mania. Him coming out in the blue robe, the way the camera panned down, and they had the fucking WrestleMania stage behind him and the fireworks, and then he started tearing up. Like I gotta go. I gotta.
so,
Aw.
anyways, what's yours?
Too soon.
F- uh, so there's a few, and I'm gonna rapid fire through them, like how we were supposed to.
We're so great at rapid fire.
I know. My favorite entrance of all time is Psycho Sid. At Survivor Series '96. I think that
The
was
fist
the most
bumps.
badass. I think that was the most badass entrance.
I'm getting fucking riled up right now.
Like, yeah, I don't even need the. I'm like,
Fist bump me,
like,
bro.
I never thought that I could listen to Psycho Sid's fucking theme music, and I think of that, and I could lift the fucking gym. Like, you know, like I could lift the whole fucking.
Wasn't it
building.
just like Psycho, the movie, with a drum beat?
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
That's it. They just put a drum beat behind
I'm telling
Psycho,
you,
right?
it is,
Ring, ring.
and like his wet fucking Jerry curls, like he is a badass motherfucker.
Yeah, dripping.
You know, softball.
He was so wet all the time.
You know, like, and that is my absolute favorite entrance ever. And I could watch that while I'm lifting, and I swear to Christ, I'd fuck all of you up. Like, I mean that. I mean that wholeheartedly.
It surprises me, but now
yeah,
I thought you would have
and
picked
it's
something different. I had a whole that surprises me.
It was every bit of that entrance. It was every bit of that entrance. Thank God, you know. Finally, this is the Kit Show. Am I on here? Like, did they fucking do this to me, you know, on purpose? I swear to fucking God, every single time I do anything, you know, and another thing, all right? This is why I drink. It's because of this bullshit. So I got to go look to make sure that I'm fucking on, because I don't know if I am or what, but I'm going to take a gander here and see who's live. And it looks like I'm live, guys, so fuck them. All right. So, you know, on the Kit Show. Oh, shit. Hey, she's back. Oh, fuck.
I thought he could hear us.
Come back.
That was a spotlight, baby. That was all you.
It's like that.
She tried to spotlight you.
All right. But yeah, the Psycho Sid, that was my favorite entrance ever. Obviously I love Shawn's you know, and Undertaker, but that is my absolute favorite entrance ever. And then at the end, when he almost acknowledges his own. It's like he didn't even know he was gonna get Pyro, and he gets in that ring, and he like look, and like him looking at it looked so like in itself looked so natural, like him looking at it and it goes like, Sid, suddenly I'm dominant, and I just go, oh my God, how do you beat that? How do you fucking beat it? So, yeah, that's number one. And one little mention. WrestleMania 9, Doink the Clown, the most underrated. I'm serious, the most underrated heel of all time. His music is fucking unbelievable, and Matt Bourne played that character so fucking well that I would like. I mean, if I believe if he were to be alive and you know wrestling today, he would be the most demonic character that could ever exist. Like, he would put Bray Wyatt to shame. You know, think about it. Anytime after,
he was a sick bastard.
Anytime after 2008 with the Joker, like Doink the Clown, there ain't no fucking way that you don't look at him and you go, that fucking clown. Like that when, you know, that music goes down and like him looking at that crowd, fuck, you know. Anyway, that's mine. So, and I know that it's kind of odd, I think, but
I don't think it's odd at all. We all had, you know, Tony or Dirty Dicks and mine were very similar in a lot of degrees. So it was nice having somebody that had like a different perspective on what their number ones were. But you know what everybody's number one is, especially heading into Jericho Cruise number 7, the Drunk Eyed Canadian shirt. And also, you can get the TERYNN Show merch.
Oh,
Head on over to prowrestlingtees.com/TDS. Get your Drunk Eye Canadian shirts. We're 5 months out. Fucking the TERYNN Show and just you're smoking darts and breaking hearts. So go on over there.
Yeah, that's smoking. Wow.
/TDS. Get the merch. Except for you, Chuck. You're not allowed to wear my merch, motherfucker.
Unless he buys it.
No, he can buy it, but if he pulls up, I'm just gonna no, you're not in the gang. And that was the only time I'm gonna address the nonsense that was going in the comments tonight. Go like us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, subscribe, and all this bullshit. We're heading over to the after party, so hit up my friend Lauren. She has the link, and that's where we're gonna be. Thank you for joining us.
Lauren with the
We've
link.
got some really big guests. Some comedians, some pro wrestlers, some might be AEW guys. We don't know. Stay tuned. Find out. Boys, any last words for you?
Let's get it over with. Let's go. We did an hour and a half on
After party.
Jeez. Yeah.
Sounds like we're going to have a hell of an after party. Hit up Lauren for the link.
In the meantime, yes, Lauren or Dirty Dick Rick. In the meantime and in between time, please enjoy us at the Bellagio.